You made the whole thing up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't real?
no. Hi, my name is David Shepard, and I'm here to show you how to play Life-Play, which can be done by two people on the phone, or a group of people, or a class. And this has been put together by a man named Carmine Dewees and another man named Britt 2 years ago. And now we've got it here in Pioneer Valley, and we hope to spreading it all over to housebound people, to globe-trotting people, and to handicapped people. We don't know where to go next, but this will soon become apparent. Now I want to introduce our principal player and trainer, Howard Jerome.
Thank you, David. I would like to share with you what Life-Play is and how we can play together. Whether we're in person or on the phone or on Skype, it is now possible for us to improvise using the series of games developed by my teacher David and his friends Carmine. And we've created a series of games, warm-up games, and tonight we're going to demonstrate for you how they work and what the role of the guide can be, and how we can have fun and be creative meeting each other for the first time, whether it's on Skype or telephone. So, welcome to Life-Play. The first game we'd like to share with you is a warm-up game that we call Emo Pitch. And in this game, the guide gives the player an emotion to play out. And the player does it first in gibberish, and then in words, and then in song. And so the role of the guide will be to get me started and to get more feeling and more direction into the game. So David is now going to give me an emotion, and I'm going to start the emo pitch. What would you like me to do?
Without the guide, there is nothing. The guide is very important because the guide directs the player where to go and how to get there. Okay. So the emo that I'm going to give you is joy.
Yeah, whoa. All I'm saying is every time I include you be shwo, mira banana. And now I keep the blue and I see the yata pendi. And so we get I was all the team and each time they would come in the house, they would get another gift. And the house would just fill up with gifts. Sometimes there were big gifts, sometimes there were small gifts, and it was amazing. They would come over each and every day, and they would just bring more and more gifts until we finally said, all right, enough. We get it. We got it. You gave it. We get it. We got it. You gave it. We got it. We thank you. And that's it. Emo pitch. Is that reasonable? Period. The next game we'd like to share with you is called The Four-Sided Where. It's a game of imagination where your creativity is used to describe what is going on in front of you, at the sides of you, and in back of you. And the role of the guide, in this case, the role of the guide will be to give a place, a specific place to the player, and then help the player explore this place by saying, get more detail, more feelings, and more action. You are in a Walmart at the return counter. So I'm going to ask you first, what is immediately in front of you?
Immediately in front of me is the woman with 3 children who are all screaming and really annoying me. She's been waiting in line for half an hour, I've been waiting in line for 20 minutes, and everyone's pretty frustrated because in front of her is the person in charge of the customer service desk who seems more interested in talking on the phone to her boyfriend than dealing with any of our problems.
What's on your right?
On my right is a stand of potato chips and chocolate, which I would like to just rip apart and ingest rapidly because this whole situation is really getting on my nerves. I have places to be, I'm late for work, and this blender that I got that is a duplicate of the other blender that I got for my birthday would really like to go back on the shelf and go to someone who could use it.
What's on your left?
On my left is the exit door, another viable option for my attention. And through that door I can see a gorgeous day and my car, both of which call to me equally. And it looks pretty good outside.
What's happening behind you?
Behind me there are even more frustrated people. Probably 3 or 4, each with their own baggage of unwanted items that they...
Like what? What do you think is in the bags behind you?
Well, one woman seems to have a pretty large collection of party supplies that she must have used the night before and just wants to get back for the money. Another guy there seems to have a lot of shaving equipment. I don't know, maybe it was Father's Day or his birthday or something. And then the guy way in the back has some really strangely wrapped box that looks like some kind of technology he couldn't quite figure out how to put together and was too ashamed to ask for directions, so he just wanted to give it to someone else. And
Finally, how do you feel about the situation right now?
right now, well, it's better to talk about it with someone, so I am feeling better, but the 3 kids in front of me are still really getting on my nerves, but I think pretty soon we're gonna be great.
And period.
Period.